Cyrell, I didn't hear. Did you take Wilhelm with you as well, or just Edgerhall?
I just called for the elf.
Okay. All right. So you you and Edgerhall, after he retrieves his arrows, he catches up with you. You guys walk around to the wagon. Are you just going to go around and look in the back? Are you inspecting the wagon? What are you doing first when you approach the wagon?
My goal is to see if there's anything in the back. Like, I don't know if there's bad guys in there that's going to jump out at us. So I'm approaching pretty ready. I'm also going to yell out, Hobbit, keep us covered as well, please. And then just going to go up to the
wagon. You walk around to the back of the wagon. As you get closer to the side, maybe about 5-10 feet away, you do notice in the cold thunderstorm, the rain, everything is still pouring right now. Every few seconds, you notice a little bit of like steamy air coming out of the back of the wagon. You're not sure if there's, what could possibly be in there, what horror awaits you potentially. You come around the back of the wagon, you peek inside, and you see the comforting, familiar face of Onyx.
Onyx, boy, I've missed you. I'm going to try to get him out of there.
Okay, so you get rid of the lock. You pull the bars out of the side of this sort of wooden door. It folds down into a bit of a ramp, and Onyx immediately comes out of the wagon and kind of nuzzles up to you. As Onyx does, you see Flicker in the back behind him.
Flicker. So good to see you guys. Whew, it's worried for you. Will, make sure Flicker's okay.
Flicker? And you see Will come out from behind the wagon for the first time the entire night, and just a dead run for you. And he just kind of puts his arms on his horse a little bit and is very grateful to see him.
So we're seeing horses?
Yes.
Is that what's happening?
Yes, they're horses.
We weren't quite sure there for a minute. We were like, what did he pull out there?
What's nuzzling? I'm confused.
Is it a giant pig? I don't know what's happening.
And then, do we see the other horses, like the horses that were on the second caravan? I'm assuming are still there. Did the other two run away?
Yeah, the two on the wagon that had flipped and broken apart, those horses disappeared in the night. No one really looked after them. The two that were pulling the wagon that you're at right now, they're still there. They're chained up. They're a little, restless, but they're just there.
Will, see if you can unchain those other two horses just in case the rest of the party needs them. Everyone, I would suggest we make haste and leave this place.
So what I do is I
an
say,
animal handling check.
Oh yeah,
sure.
First, let him do that, and then I'll.
Should I use my stats or use Will's stats?
Do you have any stats for Will?
There's a block in here. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Getting comfy.
Animal handling is a wisdom stat. So what would his wisdom be?
It's 11, and then he has +2 in animal handling.
Okay.
So I just roll and add 2. He doesn't get proficiency, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd give him proficiency on animal handling. I feel like that's a common thing that he has to do quite a bit. He'd be pretty familiar with it.
Okay, so roll and add 4.
Yeah, roll and add 4.
15.
15. It doesn't take much time at all. He's really comfortable around horses. He's good at calming them. He knows how to interact with them, how to make them feel comfortable with his presence. He's able to unchain them. As soon as he gets like the bridle out of their mouth and everything, they just take a liking to him pretty quickly.
So what my plan is I'm just going to tell the party that we should use the other caravan and continue forward. And then I also ask I guess whoever's the nearest to me, doesn't matter, male or female, it doesn't matter, to help me carry the prisoner to the back of that other caravan that's still functioning.
I'm not gonna be much help.
I go, it ain't about how tall you are, it's about what's in your heart. As I'm gonna just drag the guy, just drag him to the dirt. I have even a chokehold as I'm pulling him down.
All right, who's helping Nebuchadnezzar carry the last brigand into the back of the caravan?
I'll help him. I told him that I would help him before, so I'm gonna help him.
All right, so he's unconscious. You guys don't need to roll for it. You get it done eventually through many twists, turns, and snares and dangers. You're able to carry this guy and toss him in the back of the caravan. He's relatively unconscious still. He took a bit of a beating.
So what I'm gonna do is, it says in my stats here that I have a flask of dwarven spirits.
Yep.
Now I imagine those aren't supernatural spirits, so I'm gonna pop off that cork of that thing.
It's not a flask of the Holy Spirit.
Gotta lay on some prayer ants on it. No. I'm just gonna sip my flask. Say that's some pretty good new wine, and then I'm gonna pour a little bit, kind of in his mouth and see if it wakes him up a little bit.
All right, he's gonna make a Constitution saving throw, and with a 4, you pour a bit of the spirit down his throat. Half of it goes in the right way, the other half goes down the wrong hole, and he sort of coughs awake.
Perfect.
On just this like fire water that just kind of got poured down his throat, and he's I'll kill you, I'll kill all of you. And he realizes he's tied up, and everything's like,
and then I say, have another drink, and I just start trying to make him drink it.
I don't, and he's trying to like.
I'm still pouring it on him a little bit there, just getting a little bit on him. It's
Oh,
like on his cuts on his head and stuff like that. He's like laughing. Hey,
He just starts crying.
So then once he kind of calms down a little bit, I say, I tell him, I'm not here to kill you. I just want to know, who are you and what the heck is going on?
He looks at you, and he's like, what's in it for me?
I just pour more on his wounds. I splash some on his wounds, and then I sip a little more.
Everyone just standing around while Nebuchadnezzar tortures this guy.
I'm outside with the horses.
I'm in the back of the caravan. This is happening inside the caravan.
Edra Hell would be in there with him.
I'm giving the guy a drink. It's a nice, friendly thing. I'm not torturing anybody.
I'm just watching.
What do you call
All right, Edra Hell's
torture?
watching.
I
Okay.
just call being a bro, being a Chad, you know.
Okay. He tries to wriggle away from your spirit, and he's like, my name's Jeffrey. Okay, I was hired to do a job. I was hired to do a job, and it was transportation. Okay, it's not my caravan, not my horses. Okay, I was just supposed to bring you guys somewhere else.
And then
I was paid. Well, I was paid a little bit.
I
First
pull
I was
out
gonna
his
get when I delivered
coin
it.
patch, and then I look at it and kind of just hang it in front of him.
Yeah, okay, I didn't get paid a lot. Okay, this isn't it's not a lot of money. Okay, like, why are you looking down at me?
I say,
feel like,
you
why
would have died for this?
Well,
I
that
can't
wasn't
even
all.
buy-
There was going to be more. They were going to pay me more. Okay, I also didn't realize that you guys were going to kill us.
Who? Say it. Say it.
I just walked
Lift up the
to,
spirits. Say
Make an
it.
intimidation check with advantage.
Okay.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
Are his hands tied in front of him
Oh.
or behind him?
I don't know.
I assume they're in the back is where I would like
Okay.
to time that. Yep. And I got a 13 for my intimidation.
13. He looks at you, and he for the first time, he kind of takes a breath and steadies himself a bit.
I go,
To be honest, dwarf, I'm a little more scared of him than I am of you. So if you're gonna kill me, kill me.
I go, man, is it worth your life? You can very easily just tell us what we want to know, and then maybe we'll let you go.
He'll know, and he'll
You
kill
know,
me.
I've never seen a dwarf waste so much liquor.
It's never a waste when you have a pint with a friend.
You're not having a pint with him. You're throwing it down his throat. Doesn't seem like he's gonna say anything. Doesn't look like it's.
He looks over. He looks over at you, Haley, and he's like, "Look, I don't want any part of this. Just convince this stupid dwarf to let me go, okay? I won't come after
I
you."
wouldn't call him stupid if I were you. I mean, maybe he is stupid. I don't know. We just met. I just want to know why I woke up tied up in the back of a caravan.
Can't help you there. Can't help you there. I was hired to drive a caravan and to watch over you guys until we got to our destination, and then I was going to pay the rest of my money. Please just let me go. I'm sorry. Look, you can keep the caravan. It's not my caravan. I don't care, right?
Can I do an insight check on him?
Yes, you can.
Check out that insight.
12.
Hard to read. He seems sincere.
I think we should let him go.
Well, first of all, I want to know where he was off to.
Probably just away.
No,
That's
he was
weird little
bringing
place
us
like
to
now.
somebody. I want to know who he was bringing us to, or at least where he's bringing us to.
Oh, that one. I thought
Okay,
you
look,
meant
if I
where
tell
we
you
went.
where and not who, will you let me go?
No, but if you tell us both, then I will let you go.
I can't say his name. I won't. But I'll tell you where.
So I look to you, Haley, and I kind of wait to see what you want to do.
Look, come on, can we compromise like a little bit? Look,
I think we should just.
you killed 3 of us. I'm here. I feel like
you got mud in my beard.
Are you
I don't think
really
that I
that
did.
hygienic, George? So does he have any weapons on him?
on him. Make an investigation check.
I already checked him for it, but you can check him again if you want to.
Oh well,
Well, she
I
was
was
asking me.
trying to
I don't know if she was asking you.
I
If
was
she asked
asking
you,
out
then you
loud.
can say something.
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
asking.
I've already checked them. So
And
he doesn't have anything. I have his knife,
I
though.
think you should, since he doesn't have any weapons. I mean, what's he gonna do? Punch you in the face?
Yeah.
Just you should. I mean, I think you should like make sure that he doesn't have any weapons and just like give him his money back and let him go. I
No
mean,
weapons.
he's not gonna stab you.
I'm getting yes.
Question.
money
If
back.
he
He
tells us
still
where.
has
If he
not
tells
told us
where.
where he's from. So I'm just gonna like grab the guy and kind of shake him a bit. Where are you from?
Question. So the caravan, is it enclosed, like, or was just the back closed? Like, are we seeing this happen? I guess it's my question.
It's a covered like with a tarp around all the sides. The only opening is the back, but you're at the back, so yeah, you see this happen because you're still there with the horses. But
Okay.
they're up the ramp and in the back of the wagon.
All right, I'm gonna step in. I'm gonna say, Dwarf, calm down. I think we should just bind his mouth. We'll keep him with us for now, but let's not torture him or kill him. Okay?
You know, I don't really like what the horseman has to say. You don't have to keep me. You can.
What are we gonna do with him?
Let me go. I'm such a burden.
No,
I have a
you are
stomach
never
problem,
a burden
and
for me.
whatever
Jeffrey.
you feed me,
Jeffrey, you are not a burden to me.
it's gonna get really messy. I have
Jeffrey,
anxiety.
Jeffrey, drink, Jeffrey, drink, Jeffrey.
Dwarf,
You are not a burden.
Stop with the alcohol. This is ridiculous. All right, Jeffrey, tell us where you're taking us.
Are you gonna let me go?
I just punched this guy in the gut. I'm just gonna do an intimidation to let him talk already. All right, that's what
make
I'm
another
doing.
intimidation check with
I
advantage.
got a
Punching him in the gut.
14. So bam, just got him right there.
All right, you knocked the wind out of him. You do know that he's still very hurt. and you're careful not to push him over the edge. And after he gets his breath back, he's like, I just don't want to die. How do I know you're not going to kill me if I tell you what you want to know? And if I tell you what you want to know, he's going to kill me.
I give him my word, and it's not a deception. So don't ever roll a persuasion. I'm not going to kill him, but he needs to tell me where we're going and who we're going to see.
Sure. With disadvantage, because you've killed the 3 people that was hired with him. He doesn't necessarily trust you.
Okay. So with the disadvantage, I got a 14.
He rolled a 17 plus 2. He's like, look, maybe you're a man of your word. I don't know. Okay. I'll tell you where I was going, and then I want to leave.
I turn back
he's
to
looking over at you, Cyrell.
Yep.
And he's like, come on, buddy.
Guys,
Hey, I'm tied up here. I can't hurt you guys. You know, obviously 5 against 1, you know.
Guys, we need to get going. We don't have time for this. Tell us where you're going, then I vote to let him go. And we need to hit the road. We good with that?
I say we keep him from now.
No. It's stupid to keep him. Just let him go.
I want to keep.
I like the short one. Wisdom beyond her years. Is she a child? Why do you have a child with you?
She ain't with me.
You need to get out more, kid.
Yeah, with you.
Jeff, just tell us where we need to go.
If you want to go where I was going to take you,
yeah.
Best of luck.
Yep. That is where we're going. So either you go with us.
He gestures with his head the way the wagons were going into the forest, and he's like, Mirkwood, there's an old forest road. About halfway through the forest, if you go south, you can't miss it. There's what used to be a town.
Okay. Know what you mean?
All
Yeah.
right.
So
Okay.
I will gag him now with like a can I get like a do I have any more rope or anything that's around here that was holding down the horses at all?
Yeah, you can make a bit of a gag with it.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna put like that on him, and then I turn the party and I say, I think it's best if we hit the road.
Hey, you said you were going to let him go.
Only if he gave us the name, and he didn't give us the
you
name.
said if you give us a where. That's not what the agreement was.
I say, look, listen to me, Haley, or whatever your name is. If we leave this man right here, he'll just get killed out in these woods. He's a lot better off with us than out here by himself. Plus,
I don't want to put up with you two bickering this entire time.
that's why I put the gag in his mouth.
So even though you said that you were a dwarf of your word and you were going to let him go, you are going to still tie him up, gag him, and keep him with us. I walk over to Jeff and I start using one of my arrows to kind of cut away at his hands. The rope around his hands, not his hands.
I cut his hands off.
Oh my god, no!
Am I close enough to see all of this happening?
Yeah, if you
well,
followed Haley over, yeah.
Well, I mean, I kind of hesitated a little bit. She went first, and I was like, I was thinking about it. But yeah, then I kind of started going over there, and I wanted to retrieve my bow.
Okay. So yeah, you see this happening too. So Haley is starting to cut away at the binds around Jeffrey's wrists. Is anyone going to interfere?
No, but I will keep my knife at the ready just in case if he tries something.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around the destroyed wagon and just see if there's anything else that we could use, that we could salvage.
Please
That'll
hold
be-
make an investigation check. Haley, it takes about 5 seconds. You're able to cut through the bindings on his hands. And he just sort of instinctively does this and kind of checks himself a little bit.
I hand him one of my handkerchiefs. I say, wipe your face, Jeff.
Suspiciously looks at the handkerchief first, gives it a bit of a smell, and then starts wiping at his face. Are you going to take care of the rest of the binds, or?
It's only his ankles, right?
Yeah.
Well, I freed your hands, and I'll take the gag out of his mouth. But I'll leave you to take care of your own feet.
Okay.
Don't want you accidentally kicking me. Don't want to tickle you or accident or something like that.
Cyril's going to help him out of the van and leave him on the side. And I'm going to just say, remember this kindness, Jeff. Don't make us regret it. Then I'm going to look at the dwarf and say,
It's Jeffrey. Sorry, never mind. You can call me whatever you want.
I'm going to look at the dwarf and say, there are worse things in this world than what an enemy can do to you. Losing yourself is one of them as well. Then I'm going to go over to the cart, get my armor, and start suiting up.
As soon as he manages to get his ankle binds free, he kind of looks around a little bit. He looks at you guys and he's like, "Can I have my dagger back?"
No.
What if you get your pouch back?
Huh?
Well, that's a pouch.
I will throw him his coin purse.
His coin purse.
I will wish him the best of luck, and I'll say, you would have been better off with us than out there with whatever they
I don't
are.
want you around. Go.
All right.
So that's what I do.
Farewell.
Bye,
Good
Jeff.
luck. And he turns and runs. So he's gone. What was your investigation check, Edril?
13.
13. Okay. You find extra armor and weapons more than the 5 of you would have had on you. You don't know who or what they belong to. There is a short sword that looks a little more pristine than everything else in the that was in the chest. A little bit more blue, a little cleaner. Sorry, Sarah.
Oh, sorry. I would like to look into the chest as well. Is there any armor that's better than what I currently have?
What do you currently have?
I have corselet of mail.
You make an investigation check.
He took my handkerchief.
Got a 5.
A 5. You poke through everything. You notice the short sword as Edrihel is picking it up and inspecting it. It kind of draws your attention for a little bit. It's pretty, and when lightning flashes in the distance, it seems to reflect a little bit more than you would expect. And then you kind of go back into the chest and you dig around. You look at some of the pieces that are scattered around the wagon, but nothing really jumps out to you as an improvement on the armor you're already wearing.
I'll take the short sword unless Edrihel grabbed it.
I'm good.
Okay, I'm going to take the short sword, and then is there any coins or anything?
There are no coins.
Okay.
The only coins that you found were the coin purse on that guy. There is the bowman and the other brigand with the long sword that you guys have not checked.
I would go check them unless someone else wants to check them.
Okay.
I'm also going to check them. However, I want to take the chest, and since we're going to take the wagon, I'm going to grab that and put it on the side of the wagon, just in case we can sell stuff later.
Okay. Sure. So you, Derek, go ahead and make an investigation check on the swordsman. Edrihel, as you're getting the chest into the wagon, the bowman was slumped up against the wagon. That's where he fell. So you can make an investigation check for him as well.
All right.
I got a 10.
A 10?
More than one person go and check.
Yeah. Yeah, you can check as well if you want.
Yeah, I'll do
Which
that.
one, the swordsman or the bowman? was that?
Bowman.
Bowman. Okay. So both of you will make an investigation check. Cyrell, as you're searching the swordsman, you find a small bit of parchment that's been rolled up and has a wax seal on it with a symbol that you don't recognize. It's sort of an oval with a line going through the middle, almost like an almond shape, about like that. And then horizontally, there's a line going through. It's a very plain symbol. You've never seen it before. And it's sealed. This parchment is kind of rolled up very tightly. It's a very small piece of parchment that's been rolled up tightly, and that seal, wax seal, holding it on there. You do find a coin purse. You rifle through it pretty quickly. It's got about 5 or 6 silver pieces, 1 gold piece. Very little. What did you get searching for the bowman, both of you?
21.
Oh,
21.
10.
you got 10. So both of you kind of search through his pockets. You find another coin purse. That one's got 6 silver pieces in it, a few copper pieces, 3. Just a couple of pennies, really. Doesn't have anything else on him. His armor, his weapons, everything is very plain. Edrahel, he does have a quiver of arrows. You just a quick cursory glance, there's at least 30. There might be even more. You pull one of them out to look at it, and your arrows, which they're good. They're of good elven craft. You had very, very fine stone arrows that had been sculpted very carefully. You look at his, and his are made of forged iron. They seem to be barbed and potentially could do more damage than the arrows that you currently wield. And then it's up to you whether you would rather stick with your elven-made arrows or these more forged from iron arrows.
I would like to equip those arrows. However, I would like to keep the quiver with my arrows on the side.
Okay, so you've got both, but you're currently using the iron arrows. So just make a note of that. Next time we go into combat, I'll let you know if they do anything special.
Would I have recognized the name Mirkwood?
All of you recognize the name Mirkwood. It's the name of this whole forest that is in front of you as the one the caravans were racing towards. It's massive. It covers almost a third of this whole region.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I
it's
know.
known for not being a very nice place to be. It used to be an expansive, lush green forest, and as Sauron, in a previous age, had corrupted from his stronghold the land, this shadow kind of spread over the region, and the forest went from being this lush green forest, this great forest, to the name becoming Mirkwood as it became murky and miry and sort of an evil presence about it.
So
But I'm familiar that elves come from this part.
Yeah, I know these lands.
Yeah.
he knows this land.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
Edgerton would know these lands pretty well. There are elven outposts in the Mirkwood, and there's a pretty large one in the very northern section where you guys are. If you pull up the map from the book, for example, you are on the old forest road right as it comes up to the Mirkwood on the western side.
So close to Bjorn's house?
Just south of that, yes.
So I'm gonna walk up to Idrihel and say, so was what that guy was saying ringing any bells for you?
I
A
know,
town that used to be
I know what he's talking about because I've
I would say you can make a lore or history check, whichever you'd like, at advantage because you know these lands quite well.
okay. Check. Lore or history, you said? Not traditions?
Not traditions, no.
Traditions is more like etiquette and understanding other cultures.
Okay.
Sorry, traditions is probably a little bit higher for him.
Okay, my lore check is a 5, a wonderful natural 5.
I like it.
All right. So you remember a spot in the forest. You don't recall it being a location of a town, but there's a clearing a few hundred meters wide that could be what he was talking about, but you can't place maybe like a former town. It's not sparking a memory right now.
Cool. I say to Will, I like the dwarf's idea. Get the caravan ready to ride. They can ride in that. We'll ride on our horses. Guys, I also found something. I pull out the parchment. As I'm opening it, I look up at them and I say, "My name is Cyrell, by the way. This is Will."
Mm-hmm. As you break the seal, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh man, it's on.
I can't look.
21.
21.
21.
Okay. So you take half damage. So you take 2 points of psychic damage
Oh, your brain.
as you break the seal and you feel this fiery piercing inside your mind, like the worst headache you have ever experienced. In reaction, as soon as you break that seal, you drop what you're holding and you kind of like fall down on your knee, just clutching your head for a second before the pain passes. And when it does, just everything around you is deafened for a moment, and you're disoriented and you have no idea what just happened to you. Everyone else, you see Cyrell say, "My name's Cyrell, by the way," and then he goes to open the parchment and this silent scream escapes from his lips as he clutches his head and falls down. As the parchment falls from his hand, it immediately flashes and burns away and turns to ash and is carried off into the wind with the storm. And Cyrell, you regain sort of control and your senses back, and you look around and you have no idea where you are or who these people are.
I like
For
turn to
about
Will.
10
and
seconds.
Oh.
And everything comes rushing back, and you just kind of take a breath, and you're just really thankful that you rolled a 21. No, you're just really overwhelmed by everything that you just experienced, and you, there you are. You're okay.
Oops.
And that is where we are going to end today's session.
All right.